Oh, thank you, ladies, and hi, everybody. Welcome to a very special Monday night. In fact, it is true. Sarah's absolutely right. 5 flexible payments on everything, and we've got a wonderful lineup tonight. This first hour, of course, is Andrew Lessman, a special 60 minutes with an amazing array of today's specials that you might not even have known about. Exclusive digital Today specials making their final appearance and only appearance right here on HSN. We're going to start with some monthly specials. Andrew, wonderful to spend time with you as always. This is a very unique show.
It is, well, because I wasn't on air this month. We took a range of products that normally don't have an opportunity to be a Today Special, and we did them as digital Today Specials, and these digital Today Specials have become so popular that now they do so well that we can have incredible savings.
Well, we're excited to get into it. We'll start, though, with some of the monthly specials. And Andrew, in particular, we'll do lion's mane and then turkey tail. A big reaction since you introduced these to the collection.
Well, lion's mane and turkey tail are two of the most popular mushrooms that you're going to find anywhere. They are the two. One supports our brain and nervous system. One supports our immune system, and they're with both of our mushrooms. Of course, they're organic. We make sure that you're getting material that comes from both the fruiting body and the root structure, which delivers different beneficial compounds. So because I'm not watching on TV, are we starting with turkey tail or lion's mane?
We're going to do lion's mane first, Andrew.
Okay, so lion's mane is it actually looks like a lion's mane. If you ever look at a lion's mane mushroom, it kind of looks like a furry mushroom.
Yeah.
And lion's mane is the mushroom that specifically has been validated for its benefits to our nervous system, to our brain, and so many different compounds, so many different ingredients nowadays have been attributed these sorts of benefits. And lion's mane is one that for, I think, probably centuries, if not more than 1,000 years, has been validated to have benefits to support our brain, our nervous system, concentration, mental acuity, the regeneration of neurotransmitters, a whole range of benefits.
If you want to order the lion's mane, I do want to share with you the monthly special pricing, the pricing opportunity that we have, 30, 60, 180, or the 360. Whenever you see these charts, they really lay it out so clearly. So that's the number of capsules. That's where the price normally is. That's where the price is today. And of course, there's the saving. Always free shipping and of course, flex pay. So Andrew, as we turn our attention to our turkey tail, this is a different element in terms of looking to support the immune system, digestion, and also an adaptogen.
Well, turkey tail is perhaps the most popular of the separate mushrooms, and it was the first separate mushroom product that we developed.
Oh.
Turkey tail is the mushroom that it supports a healthy microbiome. We know how critical that is to brain function also, but really how critical it is to immune system function. So turkey tail, in terms of, we talk about ginseng later on tonight and being the first adaptogen, maybe even before ginseng, because humans have been eating mushrooms and really valuing them for their benefits for thousands and thousands of years. So turkey tail, for those of us who are consuming mushrooms for their additional health benefits, their other active benefits, turkey tail is top of the list for an ingredient to support immune system function. And this is the time of year when immune system function is something we all tend to target.
And Andrew, we just had a question, so I'll just briefly mention, we also do have the immune mushroom complex as well, correct?
Correct. We have the immune mushroom complex. We have the immune wellness complex as well. The immune mushroom complex is more than 6 mushrooms, everything shiitake, maitake, all the mushrooms with the various immune supportive benefits, immune modulating benefits. Turkey tail tends to be at the top of the list. That's why it was our first separate mushroom complex product.
So we have lion's mane, we have our amazing turkey tail, and of course, if you do want to look for the immune mushroom complex, that is available as well. Andrew, as we move through all of these items in this show, there's a lot of new things and a lot of things that folks might not have heard us talking about before.
Well, there's only so many shows that I get to do in a year, and we try to offer the products that we have at the greatest value, and we manufacture all of the products. So there's only so many shows, so much time. So it's an opportunity when this normally would have been a month that I wasn't at HSN. It was an opportunity via hsn.com, and we're doing this special call-in to close out the month to offer these products at pricing that they haven't seen some of them haven't seen this pricing for decades.
Well, let me tell you, we are shortly about to set forward on our amazing journey into the today's specials. One of the today's specials is Andrew's vitamin C. We always get a lot of questions about it. Sensitive on the stomach. I'm excited for you to see the pricing on that. That's going to be huge. But I do want to focus in on another monthly special that people swear by. Andrew, I was just attending a birthday party this past weekend, and I got to meet an amazing lady who has been following you for many, many, many years. Her name was Lisa. She has taken your Ultimate Women's Wellness for a long time, and she swears by it. So I said I would mention her name and give her live testimonial. But Lisa is not the only one. So many people have loved this product for many years.
It's a product that we haven't done a Today Special for gosh, years. It's a product that, as a monthly special, this is better pricing than the Today Specials if you went back 25 years. So it's a product that we've only made a better and better value over time. If you're looking for a product that just naturally supports the inevitable hormonal transitions that both men and women have. Certainly women have greater challenges. Men can sort of go through life a little bit blissfully ignorant about our hormones and endocrine system. Women cannot. And for many women, it just is incredibly challenging. I've read the letters, the reviews over the decades. This is a product that when we introduced it more than 30 years ago, we couldn't even talk about menopause and perimenopause, because at that time, a very unenlightened time, menopause and perimenopause were considered a disease. So you couldn't talk about them, because if you're talking about doing something, you were talking about treating a disease, which dietary supplements, other companies don't seem to respect the law, but dietary supplements aren't to be sold for treating a disease. Obviously, menopause and perimenopause are not diseases. They're just a normal, natural transition. It could be a very difficult and challenging transition, but just a normal, natural transition. And the ingredients in Ultimate Women's Wellness have been shown for, I would say decades, but have been shown for centuries to support women through that natural transition. The reviews on this product are nothing short of incredible. It's always referred to as a desert island product, and if I ever stop making it, I will be hunted down.
There's going to be a whole lot of people coming for you. I'll read 2 reviews because the words are powerful and they're real and genuine and authentic. This is from Trace in Texas. I was seriously having 4 to 5 hot flashes a day before I started taking Ultimate Women's Wellness, and now I rarely ever get them. I'm amazed by Andrew Lessman's products. I've been taking this for a few months now and will not go without them. I highly recommend for menopause symptoms. Next one from Angie. Hi, Angie in Illinois. Beyond Wellness. Ultimate Women's Wellness has truly impressed me and changed my life. I feel energized. As a 45-year-old gal going through early menopause, I highly recommend this vitamin. This is just one of many vitamins I take from Andrew Lessman that have supported my overall health and well-being. I trust the science behind this amazing selection of vitamins. Here's where we are in terms of pricing. I think you'll agree that when you read these reviews, folks would say it's a priceless product and they would never want to be without it. If you do order it today, really extraordinary savings. So there's a 30, 60, 180 or 360. That's where the pricing typically is. Even the 360 today, Andrew, we are under $90, saving nearly as much as you're spending. And this is one of those products where it does you no harm to try it.
Well, that's what I was going to say. A lot of the options are not harmless. This is a harmless option. It either benefits you, and as I say with my products, the first rule is first, we do no harm. And we even take it to another level. Most companies, they'll offer gummies that have chemicals or sugar or calories or that will upset your stomach, whatever it might be. I make sure my products not only deliver the benefits, but they eliminate any of the problems that are associated with typical vitamins, typical supplements. But our Ultimate Women's Wellness, for decades, it's been delivering naturally Mother Nature's best tools, whether it's hot flashes, night sweats, the interruptions of sleep, the things that most folks would probably think there is nothing that a vitamin could possibly do about that. But it is hard to believe, but it really is amazing when we're talking about natural things we all experience. It shouldn't be surprising that there are natural tools that could either diminish or, in this case, even eliminate those experiences.
It's so, as I stand here and spend time reading the reviews and spend time talking to Andrew and to all of you at home, it never ceases to amaze me how touching these moments are. Because in so many areas in life, we're looking for some type of assistance, some type of help. To be able to get that natural assistance, a natural tool, is so remarkable. And what is incredible is, Andrew, you just said do no harm. There's nothing but goodness in this and all of the supplements that you bring to us.
Well, that's the only goal with a product like this. You shouldn't have to worry about side effects. What I've always talked about are side benefits.
Right.
That when you get my product, you usually get the product for a specific reason, a specific benefit you're seeking. And the more you learn about the product, the more you realize you're getting other benefits as well. So unlike products that have side effects that we need to worry about or watch out for, this just has other side benefits that you get to enjoy. And when it comes to women's wellness, again, it's an area that for many women can be disabling, could just transform their life as they go through menopause, perimenopause. I know my friend Muriel, it just changed her life, and women's wellness absolutely changed her life back. She never thought the product was for her until the product was for her. And well, I could say the same thing for me about prostate support. Right. I made the product never thinking it was for me. I made it for my dad. Now I make it for me. So we all, Father Time, we don't win the race against Father Time.
We tried to push it back, and let me tell you, with Andrew by our side, we have the added advantage. We are 12 minutes past the hour, and we are now heading into an incredible opportunity at some phenomenal today's specials. Folks, these are exclusively available right now on HSN. The pricing is expiring. These were done for HSN2 and hsn.com. It's our first and only live look at biggest savings of the year, many of which are first time ever today's specials, including this one, the most comprehensive vitamin E formula possible, delivering all 8 naturally occurring forms of vitamin E. Andrew, I'm excited to get into this. Pricing is phenomenal. Why is this an important one to consider?
Well, if you ever consider taking separate vitamin E, the place we should all go is to tocotrienols. And we first have to realize that vitamin E is something called tocopherols. The typical vitamin E in a product is synthetic alpha tocopherol. Synthetic, that's what they call it, DL alpha tocopherol. So it's what's called a racemic mixture. Part of it isn't active, it's synthetic. But tocopherols is only the beginning of the story with vitamin E. If you are taking separate vitamin E, you need to consider tocotrienols. They are far more potent, far more effective than tocopherols. Also, we even have, we'll talk about in a moment, our ultimate gamma vitamin E product. That's our tocopherol product. The typical vitamin E you see is alpha tocopherol, which is important as a foundational vitamin E. But if you really want the most protective vitamin E, you need to have gamma tocopherol, gamma tocotrienol, and then also alpha, beta, and delta tocotrienol as well. So basically what we're talking about is a family of 8 tocopherols and 8 tocotrienols, which you get all of them uniquely in this product. And I haven't talked about this product on air, I would say, for more than a decade, perhaps longer than that.
Wow.
It's among the most important products I make. We don't, it's so sad what happens because everybody gets excited about the latest and greatest, newest product, and they come and go. And I never even adopt those products. But unfortunately, things like vitamin E still remains an essential protective vitamin at the very top of the list of protecting lipid-based structures in our body. And there's no better way to deliver vitamin E than as we do it here, where you get all of the tocotrienols and all of the tocopherols, which is unique. I might say that we were among the very first companies offering a tocotrienol and tocopherol product over 30 years ago.
Wow.
Now, several companies do this. But again, just like CoQ10, which we've been doing for over 40 years, we've been doing tocotrienols, gamma tocopherol. We've been doing it for over 30 years.
I mean, it's that history and that reputation that counts for so much. Let me read 3 quick reviews to you. If you've not seen this on the air for a long time, now you know why. It is available at today's special pricing. First review says, best gel for comprehensive balanced E. I always took vitamin E, but other brands were never great regarding natural, balanced, and comprehensive ingredients like this, which are now part of my Lessman healthcare. I trust all of his products and highly recommend that people stay healthy rather than wait until they are ill and diseased to learn about supplements. Again, age sneaks up on us, so I thank Andrew for catching my attention on HSN because I was on the wrong road. I take Andrew's vitamin E because it's natural and has complete tocotrienols. A lot of the vitamin E sold in the stores is synthetic. I take it to keep my heart healthy. That's just what Andrew was referring to. And finally, great product. There is just something about Andrew's products, whether it is the manufacturing standards or his commitment to excellence that makes me more confident in trying all of his products. I am a healthy, slender, 67-year-old committed to a healthy diet, plenty of filtered drinking water, and a lot of walking. But as I've aged, I've noticed if any of these, diet, water, and walking, are not up to par, I don't feel as good. So taking this product and knowing the ingredients are amongst the best bridge the gap when I need it. And I know it bolsters my already healthy body. Growing old is no fun unless you can do your part and make the choice to do your part, and Andrew does his part. We have to invest in ourselves, and if you look at the today's special pricing, it really is an attractive opportunity. Again, it's ending. If you've seen this on HSN2 or hsn.com, perhaps you've already been considering this, but tonight is your last chance to get it. Soft gels, 30, 60, 120 or 240. That's the pricing here. Andrew, even for the 240, we've managed to get it down to under $100 on these.
And this is among the most expensive products that any company can make. Tocotrienols are very difficult to get. They're very, very expensive. And again, you don't have to choose between the tocotrienols. You don't have to choose between the tocopherols. We give you all 8 of the tocotrienols and the tocopherols at their appropriate levels. So it really is an incredibly well-balanced and high-potency product.
So then, Andrew, how do we compare and contrast to the ultimate gamma vitamin E, which we also have available tonight as a today's special with today's special pricing?
Very simple. The tocotrienols and tocopherols are in the product we just finished talking about. The ultimate gamma vitamin E is just the tocopherols.
Okay.
So if you just want the tocopherol form of vitamin E in the 4 most important forms, gamma, alpha, beta, and delta, then this is the product. If you want the tocotrienols, which are even more important, along with the tocopherols, then that was the prior product, the gamma tocotrienol.
If you'd like to see more, hsn.com, the best place to get all the details and maybe even read some more reviews. Still to come, everything you're going to see for the rest of this show is a today's special, including vitamin C, one of the most requested today's specials. But we move on to our alpha-lipoic acid, high potency, the universal antioxidant. And Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't this the first time that ALA 400 has been a today's special on its own?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe it's the first time ever. And ALA, many folks put it right there with CoQ10, maybe a little bit in front of CoQ10 in terms of its protective benefits, but certainly CoQ10 has its very unique energy supportive, energy creating benefits. But alpha lipoic acid is extremely unique in that alpha lipoic acid is both water soluble and fat soluble. So alpha lipoic acid can deliver its protective benefits anywhere in the body. It can uniquely pass through the blood-brain barrier. That's what protects our brains from molecules we don't want to have access to it. So it's very hard to get protective molecules to our brain because of the blood-brain barrier, but alpha lipoic acid is allowed to pass through and deliver its benefits to the brain. Alpha lipoic acid delivers its benefits to the liver. It is among the most important detoxifying molecules. It's essential to the synthesis of glutathione. So alpha lipoic acid is right up there with any single protective ingredient you could ever offer. We talk about glutathione. Glutathione is hard to absorb. Glutathione is the ultimate protective compound in all our cells, but alpha lipoic acid supports the synthesis of glutathione in every single cell in our body.
Heart, brain, liver, energy, blood sugar system support. I mean, there's a lot here. Our pricing, if you'd like to order the today's special, again, the pricing will expire in just a few short hours. That's where the pricing will go to, 30, 60, 120, or 240. That's where the pricing is today. So an amazing opportunity, saving nearly as much as you're spending. Let's head to the reviews and see what folks have talked about and said over the previous days, weeks, and months. First one says, can feel the difference. I am an 81-year-old woman with some health problems, and I am always looking for ways to be as well as possible. There are some Andrew Lessman products, such as CoQ10, that I will always take, and this product is now added to that list. I can feel the difference. Becca in Texas says, my doctor put me on these 27 years ago for blood sugar support. I believe in them. I found Andrew Lessman's products years ago and take several of them. I have several friends who thought they didn't need any supplements, have taken them and admit they feel better. And then finally, one last one from Ruth. Ruth says, I just received this 5 days ago. I can't believe how much better I feel. I have a lot of health issues, and the ladies at ProCaps could not have been any nicer to me. They knew just what I needed. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Keep up the great work. Andrew, you'll be blessed for all your hard work. Many thanks. Andrew, let's just touch on that if we can. You know, the support that ProCaps offers customers, that HSN offers its customers, is really part and parcel of what has made this business so successful over all these decades on television. Accurate, precise, genuine information and genuine support and community when and where you need it.
You know, where other companies on television talk about supplements like they're talking about the latest drug to cure cancer, all sorts of diseases, I never would do that. My goal wasn't even really to sell supplements. My goal is to provide valuable information. If you choose to get someone else's alpha lipoic acid, God bless you. That's great. Right. Get a good product in the capsule. Make sure it's a good form. That's the most important thing, that I stimulate our curiosity and our interest in our health. And again, at the very start of my company, when I started it 46 years ago, I would answer the phones to anyone who called and answer their questions. Wow. And I realized the most important thing we provide as a company is information. As great as our products are, the support and information I provided myself when I started the company is something that's never gone away. So in Henderson, Nevada, not in England, in India or some other country, in Henderson, Nevada, we have our vitamin specialists that will answer all your questions that you might have about any one of our products, or even give you information if you have questions about someone else's product. So again, we make everything. Virtually very, very, very few companies, even One A Day on their label says distributed by, so it doesn't even look like One A Day makes their own vitamins anymore. So most companies don't make vitamins. All they do is kind of make labels and make claims. And most companies don't support their vitamins. They sell them online, they sell them on Amazon, they sell them in stores, and we're different. We make everything and we support everything. So hopefully that's something that doesn't go unnoticed in how different we are from start to finish. I always would say I compare our products to our competition, but there's just no comparison. There's really kind of no competition. They don't make their own products. They don't support their products. It's just a very different approach that we've taken.
When you know, and that's why over all of these years, the one thing that has been earned is trust. Trust from so many of you who have been a part of Andrew's journey here on HSN and of course our sister channel QVC. And that's why we are here today. I want to remind you, because we're very busy on the phone lines, these prices are all expiring. These are today's specials. So the best pricing of the year, the first time ever we've had ALA 400 alpha lipoic acid as a today's special by itself. So a really unique and specialty opportunity. And Andrew, once again, and we're only halfway through, we are shining a spotlight on great things. Like next we have ashwagandha plus theanine. So this is an exciting night.
Yeah, and just to finish on alpha lipoic acid, most alpha lipoic acid we get our alpha lipoic acid from the best producer of alpha lipoic acid in Germany. Most alpha lipoic acid comes from the other side of the world. It costs a fraction of that price, but it can't compare to the quality and the purity of the alpha lipoic acid that we offer. And that's because alpha lipoic acid is such an important ingredient that can deliver such far-reaching benefits. It's the only ingredient that's called the universal antioxidant. Universal protective compound, because it can go everywhere in your body, whether it's going into an aqueous environment, say like your kidneys, or whether it's going to be going into a lipid-based structure like your liver or your brain or other tissues in your nervous system. So it's truly remarkable. It needs to be delivered correctly. And if it is delivered correctly, that's when you get to experience the benefits.
Just before we move along, Andrew, how do we think about the other option, which is the ALA plus NAC?
How do we think about it? I love that option. N-acetylcysteine. For a while there, it looked like our government was going to try to take away our N-acetylcysteine, even though it's a nutritional supplement ingredient. Some company had previously offered and sold it as a medication for other not relevant purposes. So I thought it was going to disappear. It almost did. But I love alpha lipoic acid combined with N-acetylcysteine. N-acetylcysteine, as the name describes, it's like one of the amino acids present in glutathione. Glutathione is the most important protective compound within our body. It's a tripeptide. It's comprised of 3 amino acids, one of them being cysteine. So N-acetylcysteine is a special form of cysteine. So when we get alpha lipoic acid with N-acetylcysteine, you just get, as they say, synergistically, 1 + 1 isn't 2, 1 + 1 is 3 or 4 or 5.
Thank you so much for shopping with Andrew and I. We are busy and we have a lot of great things still to come. I want to head over to our next today's special and something that seems to be a really hot topic right now. You can't walk into any supplement store without seeing ashwagandha everywhere. Well, leave it to Andrew, as always, to be ahead of the curve, and leave it to Andrew to bring us the best opportunity. Ashwagandha plus theanine. We're going to talk about feeling calm, balanced mood, feeling focused. Andrew, theanine is most certainly having a major moment in time right now, and I'm thrilled that we get to share your today's special.
Well, theanine, if we just start with theanine, theanine is very straightforward. Green tea contains caffeine. It's a stimulant. But why is it that green tea we think of as a relaxing, sort of a meditative, there's a tea ceremony, a relaxing meditative beverage? The reason why is because of theanine. Theanine is this wonderful natural, it's an amino acid, but not an amino acid that's a structural component in protein. So theanine just has this wonderful, almost paradoxical property. On one hand, it's relaxing. On the other hand, it's focusing. So it's not focusing in a stimulating fashion. It's focusing in a relaxing fashion, and that distractions can kind of drop away. So it's a wonderful, relaxing focus. And then ashwagandha. Ashwagandha has been referred to, ginseng originally comes from China. Ashwagandha has often been referred to as Indian ginseng. It's been part of the the Ayurvedic medical system, which is the Indian medical system for thousands of years. And it's been used for thousands of years to promote well-being, to help adapt to stress. It's combined with theanine, it has become one of our most popular products. It's interesting how ashwagandha wasn't given much of a thought, but ashwagandha with theanine has really become just a favorite because of how these two similar benefit ingredients, how they approach their benefits in a way that combines so naturally and so wonderfully.
And I think understanding your own body, understanding your own mind, and knowing that as we go through every day, maybe it's a certain time of the year, maybe it's a certain event, a certain situation where you feel a little overwhelmed and you feel that stress and you feel that agitation. It's nice to be able to reach for something that is natural, that is thoughtfully created, that has these ingredients that have, you know, such incredible history and heritage behind them, knowing that it can help us tackle everyday situations. I'd love for you to try this. I've tried ashwagandha and theanine in the past few months here on HSN, and I'm a big fan of it. Again, I did my due diligence, as Andrew always encourages you to do as well, but it is a really hot topic. Let me show you the pricing, because that's a hot topic as well. Our today's special, the best day of the year to buy ashwagandha and theanine, is right now. We've actually had it available for the past few days, a couple weeks in fact, but it's only been on hsn.com and HSN2. We're giving you one look at it here on HSN. So there's a 30, 60, 180, or 360. That's where the price will be tomorrow, okay? Still very competitive value. But Andrew, the 360 is down to under $60. That saves you 66 and change. That is a big saving.
No, that's an incredible Today Special pricing. Basically, you're talking about a little bit more than a dime a capsule for ashwagandha and theanine for the benefits of both, which is truly remarkable. A lot of folks look at ashwagandha and theanine as their ingredients for sleep, not just relaxation during the day, and that's where I like it during the day. It's just a nice calming product. A lot of folks like to take it at the end of the day in preparation for sleep, because it creates that, as I always say, you don't want something to knock you out. You still want to be in charge and in control of the sleep process. You still want to go to sleep. And the key to going to sleep is finding that relaxed state where we can fall asleep. And ashwagandha and theanine, for so many folks, is that perfect, soothing, calming, relaxing end-of-the-day product.
You know, it's not addictive. This isn't a drug or a medicine. It's all natural. It's all real. It's gentle on your stomach. It's something that's easy to take and something that really is a notice the difference experience. So if we've tempted you, or you're curious about it, or you've heard about it, or read about it, seen it on television or in the magazines, ashwagandha and theanine, it's that dynamic duo that we have available today. Most popular size is that 360 capsules. It says on the label always the information that you need. There's also the toll-free number to get through to ProCaps if you have any questions. And obviously, Andrew, as it says on this label, you've been doing this since 1979. You know, there's something about being the tried and tested and true version rather than the new gimmicky kid on the block. I'd rather be the one that has that history and reputation.
Well, if you just go on social media or go online and you see companies that are sort of, as I call them, sort of one-trick pony, that someone finds an exciting ingredient and they make believe that the ingredient is the be-all and the end-all, right, and changing the world and, you know, reduce your risk of cancer or whatever it's going to be, and it's just appalling. I've been doing this for 46 years. I respect the law that governs supplements, so I might sound as though I'm not as excited as others are about their products, but it's not that I'm not excited or not passionate about what I do, but I respect you too much to exaggerate the claims and to lie about supplements as people are willing to do elsewhere.
And that is something that makes this a joy to be a part of. And I know many of you feel the exact same way. We've read a lot of reviews tonight that talk about investing in yourself and being proactive. Isn't that part of it, Andrew? It's listening to yourself and listening to your body and knowing what you need. This is something that can help solve maybe a situation that we're going through.
Well, I always say it's very simple. There's one great tool for wellness, and that tool for wellness is your brain. And the quality of your brain that is that tool for wellness is curiosity.
Yes.
That the more you learn about health, the more you learn about wellness, with an open mind and with curiosity and without judgment, the healthier you become. And that's hopefully what I do, is I stimulate curiosity and provide you an opportunity to perhaps be a better version of ourselves. That's what I try to do every morning when I wake up. Be a better version than yesterday. I don't always succeed, but I try.
Well, you're pretty darn perfect, Andrew, let me tell you, and we love having you here on HSN, truly though. For those asking, I promise you vitamin C is coming up. One of our incredible today's special opportunities. Olive Complex is going to be next. I do want to turn our attentions though to something else. Standardized for maximum benefit, Andrew, saffron is available at incredible pricing today.
The saffron is, I just wanted to mention it after we talked about ashwagandha and theanine, because a lot of folks ask about a product I make that just can help with positive outlook. The world is challenging. I said ever since COVID, it seems the world has just been kind of challenging around us, and whether it's become a little bit more politically charged or whatever it might be, financial challenges, that I think it's always nice to have something in our toolbox that could help us with positive outlook. My friend Daniel Amen, who's America's leading brain doctor, it's a favorite ingredient of his as well. So if you're looking for a tool to get you through one of those rough patches, then saffron is definitely that. It's Mother Nature's best tool in that regard.
If you want to see more, hsn.com is the best place. 240 caps is at $69.90 if you're ordering it today. All right, I'm going to leave that right there, and we're going to head over east to our next today's special. Thanks for tuning in with Andrew and I. This is, we didn't have a proper visit with Andrew this month, and as always, he is missed. So we wanted to make sure you got a glimpse at some amazing today's specials. One of them is Olive Complex. Really excited about this. 2 years, believe it or not, since it was previously a today's special. And for that largest size, the 240 caps, we are only $49.90. Andrew, you talk about standardized. This is standardized to guarantee exceptional high levels of the most important protective compound.
Yeah, and when it comes to olive oil, it's now well established and well accepted. It's not the fatty acid composition of olives that makes olive oil so healthy. It's the protective compounds that are found in the best extra virgin olive oil. That's the key to the benefits of olive oil. So the best way to get those benefits of olive oil without having to consume the 120 calories per tablespoon that olive oil is by a product like this, where we concentrate the most important oleuropein and hydroxytyrosol, which are the two most important protective compounds present in olive leaf and olive fruit. So obviously olive oil is made from the pressing of olive fruit. And so this product is made from the pressing of olive fruit as well as olive leaf. So you get both hydroxytyrosol at very high standardized levels. We declare it on the label. So what you get in a capsule of this product is higher levels than you'd get in several tablespoons of olive oil. So it's very high potency. It's something that I was trying to make this product, but I couldn't find a standardized material that I could trust the stability of its ingredients until about a year ago. This is a very, very new product. So you get all the benefits of olive fruit, and olive leaf in a small capsule. I haven't talked about the ratings. I think it's virtually a perfectly reviewed product.
It is.
And it's a product that I'm extremely proud of. We get it from olives that come from Spain.
Only the best, as you'll find with all of Andrew's products. Let's go through 3 reviews. And again, nearly perfectly reviewed and rated on hsn.com. In fact, it has from this one customer the seal of approval. When Andrew puts his seal of approval on a product, I know that it is perfect. I am a loyal repeat customer and he has earned my respect. I enjoy the arrangement we have. This is funny. I enjoy the arrangement we have. He does all the research and testing, then all I do is follow his advice to support my health. Thank you. I'm in that same group there. That's the way we do it. May says, beneficial supplement. I just learned of the great benefits of the olive leaf earlier this year. So when I learned that Andrew Lessman was selling olive complex, I jumped and ordered it right away because, in my opinion, Andrew Lessman's vitamins are the best in the market. Thank you, Andrew. And one more from Mac in California. Hi, Mac. Mac says, I've taken olive extract for over 20 years. It's phenomenal for your immune system. It's difficult to find an efficacious, quality, affordable, stomach-friendly brand. This is the best olive extract I've ever found. And again, Andrew, I just want to put that in perspective because you and I can go to so many stores and find different olive products, but they are not all the same. And that's the difference that makes all the difference.
Well, again, we make all the products. The products that are made by contract manufacturers, we have a lab in-house. We validate the raw materials to make sure they contain the protective compounds when they arrive. We validate them after they're in the product. We even validate them 6 months, a year after the product was made to make sure that the potency of that product is retained. We just take an approach to making supplements that other companies just do not take. So if you want to be confident in getting the benefits of olives, I'll digress quickly for a moment. I'm constantly asked if seed oils are this horrible, toxic, unhealthy thing. And I love olive oil. That's my go-to oil at home, extra virgin olive oil. But this whole demonizing of seed oils, it's just a bunch of guys who like demonizing seed oils, but the science is not consistent with that demonization. Doesn't mean that I eat abundance of seed oils, and it doesn't mean you should eat an abundance of processed foods that contain them. But I'll probably do an Instagram post or something like that where I talk about seed oils more in depth. But the science isn't that you don't need to be afraid of seed oils, but certainly you want to embrace the benefits of extra virgin olive oil and a standardized extract of olive fruit and leaf as we have here.
And definitely search out Andrew and ProCaps online on social media to find out all the information. Really, and to connect with Andrew and his team, I want to head over this way because all roads lead here. We've talked about it since we went live at 9 p.m. These are today's specials. One of the today's specials I was anxious to get to, and I know you were anxious to get to at home, is Andrew's vitamin C. It is on the best and at the best pricing of the year. And what I've learned about Andrew's products, they are all popular, but some of them get a lot more intrigue and interest than others. Vitamin C is one of those that people ask me about all the time. You've tried vitamin C from the stores and it didn't work well for you. It was too acidic, it laid heavy. This formula from Andrew is uniquely non-acidic, it's gentle on the stomach. This time of year especially, we find a huge influx of folks trying Andrew's vitamin C complex, discovering it maybe for the first time, or perhaps restocking. So let's do this. I'll do the pricing first and then we'll dig into it. Our amazing team members are standing by around the country to take orders, obviously, on this. The pricing is about to go up, so I want you to know, best pricing of 2025 is right now. $60, $180, $360, or that 720 capsule size, which represents a phenomenal opportunity saving. That would typically be $129.90. That's where the pricing is about to be. That's where the pricing is. We are under $60 for the 720. I mean, that's better than a buy one, get one if you look at the 360, Andrew.
If you do the math, I mean, normally our vitamin C is extremely affordable. It's a vitamin C complex. It also contains citrus bioflavonoids. It's absolutely non-acidic, unlike typical vitamin C. It will not upset your stomach. But if you look at the pricing, normally about 20 cents a capsule in the largest size. Today in the largest size, it's about 8 cents a capsule.
Wow.
8 cents for 500 milligrams. What is that? It's less than 2 cents per 100 milligrams. I mean, it is absolutely incredibly affordable. Back when I first started offering vitamin C, which we had a separate vitamin C, we called it Maximum Potency 500,
right.
Maximum Potent C 500, potency. That was what I called it back in 1979. I guarantee it was more expensive per capsule in 1979. Probably, I don't know who was president back then, probably Richard Nixon or I'm not sure, Jimmy Carter. But to think that today in 2025, it's less expensive. It's less than a dime a capsule for not 100 or 200 milligrams, but 500 milligrams, not for ordinary ascorbic acid, but for much more expensive calcium ascorbate, which gives you a bonus of calcium. It's absolutely non-acidic. It will never upset your stomach. And we also add in citrus bioflavonoids because Mother Nature loves to add citrus bioflavonoids to the benefits of her vitamin C. So it's to think of a vitamin C product like this, and I'm sitting here at home and I'm marveling that we could actually create that for you and make it available to you for about 8 cents a capsule in the large size.
Well, the reaction is through the roof, as we could predict, and thank you for your patience. hsn.com, or scan that QR code on the bottom of your screen. Again, the pricing is going up. I'd love to read 3 reviews because they say everything. Ali says, a must for teachers. As a second grade teacher, I'm surrounded by germs all day. This helps boost my immune system. I won't be without it. Works miracles. I never write reviews, but a couple of years ago, I tried to take vitamin C to help support my immune system. I must have tried 4 different brands before these, and they all upset my stomach. I take 4 or 5 of these a day for the last year and a half, and it has helped me stay healthy. Wow, look at this one. Vitamin C, queen of vitamins, says Swindy in Pennsylvania. It's hard to review vitamins because you either know the value of them or you don't. I've taken vitamin C 1,000 milligrams a day for so long that I can't remember when I started, probably in the 70s. This is a great vitamin C to take. Vitamin C is excellent for my teeth and bones and helps support my immune system. It's just a great all-around vitamin that your body needs to function well, and it wouldn't be without it. Andrew's formula seems to be the best. I like his vitamins and don't have to worry about fillers or things being in there that we don't need. I think, Andrew, you know, there's such a common understanding that vitamin C is so good for us, is so important for us, that this seems like an easy decision to add to our everyday.
Well, it's like vitamin E we talked about earlier. It's an essential vitamin. Our body can't make it. If we don't get what we need, there are consequences. And vitamin C, kind of like vitamin E, it's been around forever. So even though it remains just as important as ever, we tend to get attached to the new and exciting stuff. But what I like about the folks who use my product is that they appreciate that the real stuff is the old stuff, because the real stuff was discovered decades and decades ago, and
right.
Things haven't changed. Our bodies haven't suddenly changed their biochemistry, and vitamin C has become unimportant. It still has an RDA. If you look at the research, we still don't get enough of it in our diet. We struggle, especially this time of year, to get enough of it to support our immune system. So vitamin C might not be the latest and greatest and most exciting thing, but to me, if you follow and track the science, you wouldn't want to go without getting adequate levels of vitamin C every single day of your life. And when you look at our vitamin C, again, that review pointed it out. So not only will it not upset your stomach, more expensive to do it that way, does it have natural citrus bioflavonoids to enhance its efficacy, but also, unlike all the other vitamin C products, there's no binders or fillers or lubricants. It's 100% pure. There's no crazy gummy and all the calories and additives that are contained in gummies. It is just a perfectly pure product, giving you all the benefits that you hope for and dream of a vitamin C product to deliver.
Just like everything that Andrew brings, it aims to be the best and is the best in the market. If you have had a bad experience or a poor experience with another supplement, I understand how that can deter you, how that can maybe put you off and you second guess. Should I try this? I would just encourage you to give it a go. Look, you always have HSN's 30-day return policy. You will get all your money back, so you don't lose anything. And I always make mention of the fact that out of all the things that you see on the Home Shopping Network, there is no bigger name, bigger brand, or more importantly, more highly reviewed brand than Andrew Lessman Pro Caps. And that means a lot. And Andrew, that is a reputation that isn't just a couple years in the making. You've been doing this a long time on television. And sorry, just to kind of go off on a tangent for a second, you never stand still. If something can be improved, you're never, ever shy of saying, I'm going to make this even better.
I'd say most of my products that have existed for, say our Essential One multivitamin, we're on probably version 25.0. Even our vitamin C, we're constantly improving it, going originally from ascorbic acid to calcium ascorbate, adding the bioflavonoids. We constantly improve the product. Yes. This product, as I said, should be trouble-free. And this product, it will never upset your stomach. Even if you're someone who has an extraordinarily sensitive stomach, it's pH neutral. It's the same pH as water. So typical vitamin C, especially vitamin C tablets or chewables, they could damage the enamel in your teeth. They could cause sores in your mouth. This will never upset your stomach. It has no problems. It's only about delivering the benefits. And again, just because we've been talking about vitamin C for decades, you can look at it two ways. And back when Linus Pauling talked about vitamin C decades ago, we could either look at it as being boring because we've talked about it for decades, or realize the only reason we've talked about it for decades is because it is the single most important vitamin over the last, say, 50 or 60 years. When I look at separate vitamins to supplement, certainly vitamin D is probably right there given how little we get from our diet. So vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin B12, vitamin E, those are top of the list in vitamins that we need to pay attention to. And vitamin C, again, I shock myself if I could be here 46 years ago. Yes, I wish I was 46 years younger. But 46 years ago, if you told me I would be offering 500 milligrams of vitamin C in a capsule and do so for less than a dime, let alone less than 9 cents, I would say you were crazy.
Well, we're going to continue to be crazy for the next couple hours. That pricing is going away, though. It's our today's special. The price is expiring. Well, we're going to round out with our grand finale. And I mentioned a surprise, something I was keeping from you. And now you'll understand why. Our final today's special is the first time ever that one of my true desert island items from Andrew, and if you've ever watched any of our shows, you will know this to be true. Andrew's Ginkgo and Ginseng is here at our best buy of the day and best buy of the year. We've said dynamic duo on a couple things. Let me tell you, two traditional Chinese medicine's most respected botanicals brought together. Andrew's going to give you the backstory of how this came to be. I've already ordered mine. I ordered mine before we came on live tonight, and I want to encourage you to do the same. We'll talk about certainly wellness and mood and fatigue and cognitive health, brain function, but this is the pricing. This has really got to stimulate you because at 30, 60, 180, or 360, that's where the pricing is going to be, that second column right here on your screens. So that 360 capsules will go to $217. We are all the way down to $79.90, saving more than you would spend typically on the 180 capsules. Andrew, we've had mega offers tonight. This could be the biggest of them all.
It's the best pricing we've ever had on our ginseng and ginkgo. And remember, with ginseng and ginkgo, typically they're separate products. A lot of companies, you have to swallow multiple capsules or multiple tablets to get what you need. With my product, because of the high standardization of the ingredients, meaning how highly concentrated they are for the beneficial compounds. And again, we follow the research, so we're delivering the exact amount of beneficial compounds from ginkgo that you want. And again, the same thing with the ginsenosides from ginseng. So with ginkgo, it's the ginkgo flavone glycosides and the terpene lactones. So, and again, with those two ingredients, they're two of the most notoriously counterfeited ingredients. We see this all the time in the marketplace, that raw materials are just counterfeited. They're not the real ingredient, and people don't know. They don't test it at home. So, and again, most companies that make these products don't do what we do. That's test every single ingredient to make sure it's not only the exact identity of what you want, but it contains the exact standardization of the specific beneficial marker compounds that make it beneficial to you. So, and again, to think that one capsule per day is all you need for mine, so that you're getting all of the benefits of ginkgo, all of the benefits of ginseng in one capsule, not 2 or not 4 capsules, but all you need to take is one capsule, no more.
And that's important. That's what we prefer to do. And Andrew's made that a reality with this combination. We were extremely busy already from our vitamin C. Things have really taken off like a rocket ship. And again, please be patient with us. We'll try and get to you as fast as possible. Let's read some reviews. Best pricing of the year is ending today. Love it. I've taken other brands.
Ever.
Right, exactly, best pricing ever. You can't get better than that. I've taken other brands than this and never got the results I have with this product. Mentally, you just come alive with it. Memory has improved, fogginess has lifted, clarity in abundance. I recommend this product with no reservations. Imagine if you felt like that every day, fogginess lifted and clarity in abundance. That's how I would describe it. Christy says, great for memory and energy. I'm a teacher and have to teach theory in the mornings. I love this product and take it daily. It helps me to be sharp with my teaching and clear-minded. I also feel energized using it. I wouldn't be without it. Thank you, Andrew. Your products are by far the best. Very helpful. Sometimes it's hard to determine if a supplement is really helping you. But this one, I knew right away. It makes a huge difference in my energy and focus. I get so much more done now and correctly. One final one. Very good. I've taken other ginkgo supplements and they're okay. I took this brand and it was like a fog clearing. I feel and think better when I take it. It has also helped my memory. I'm very busy and it seems to help me organize and remember better. This is one I will keep taking. I highly recommend. Andrew, you and I have discussed this in the past, but it seems to be a part of the human condition, right now, is that when we want to feel clarity, when we want to feel focused, we seem to reach for these energy drinks. We seem to go for this artificial source of energy. That's not necessarily the best way forward.
Well, generally, they're either fueling us with stimulants or fueling us with calories. I don't really think we need either. Ginseng is just a wonderful tool. If you drink caffeine or things like that, maybe ginseng can be a tool that reduces the amount of caffeine that you need. Ginseng has been around thousands of years. It was respected for thousands of years. Now it also gets the validation of modern science as what's called an adaptogen. So not only does it help to combat fatigue, support energy, but it also helps support us in the face of daily stress. And life, sadly, life is wonderful, but life is daily stress. So ginseng is top of the list in terms of an adaptogen to help us cope with our daily stress. And ginkgo really was the first ingredient that was recognized for its benefits in terms of memory, concentration, mental acuity. So you get both of them, and you get them at an incredible price. And it's just, again, when you look at that value, it's not multiple capsules per day. You only need to take one per day. You do not take 2 capsules, so it's an incredible bargain.
Our fastest selling item of the entire show is right here. First time ever as a today's special value. Most popular size is the 360. One last time just to draw your attention. That's where the price is going. Again, great everyday value, but between $217 and $79 and change, I know which I'd rather spend. Andrew, we've missed you this month, but rumor has it you will be back in April.
I'll be back very soon in April with some very exciting news. Our Essential 1 is back, and our omega-3s are back. So Essential 1 and omega-3. And Essential 1 is going to be getting a new name. It's the same formula, but it's going to be getting a brand new name. So that's going to be exciting to talk about the beginning of April.
I do know that name, Andrew. I don't know if we're allowed to reveal it yet. We should keep it as a surprise, but it's a wonderful, wonderful brand launch for just the best multivitamin in the world.
Yes, I'm excited. And of course, Essential 1, vitamins, minerals, carotenoids, and our omega-3s. These are things our body can't make. We absolutely need to get them from a supplement if we're not getting them from our diet.
Andrew, I can't wait for that big launch. Thank you, my friend, as always. Love to everybody. Be well, and we will see you real soon.
Same, Adam. Love to you. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Andrew. And thank you for shopping with us. It's Monday night. That means only one thing. It's open.